Well, hi there. My name is Jeetiz. Welcome to my series in 7 days. We're doing a Warrior's Wanderings. It's been a busy night. There was some activity outside, and it actually died out. And I had to take care of some bodies and just disappeared as I came over the hill. Made a few extra things. I realized I have an iron helmet I could have made, so we're going to put that on, and then some mods. We'll probably take those back with us and kind of play with that as we venture out on our day. But along the way, went through, double checked some of my supplies, needed to make some glue, so did that, things like that. So we are kind of more set in this location. The other thing I actually kind of mentioned before, didn't really have like an end game plan, like what is the next step, what is that end game. I'm farther than I got in my Rogue series, so actually sat down, kind of created a mini map about a 10-week schedule. And then like alternating one week, I'd probably up the speed that they run during the day, so it makes questing a little bit more challenging. Then the next week I would be upping the damage that I'd be doing, and then so that way it's kind of like an even balance instead of turning both those valves on at the same time. So I did go through and kind of make that change. I'm a little bit behind based on the schedule I made because I realized I'd been enjoying playing this and I hadn't really thought about where's that next step of the challenge, because it's definitely starting to feel easy enough, right? I still got through that tier 5 a little bit at nighttime, but it wasn't intimidating to try to do that tier 5. So I did change it to where they're going to jog now during the day. The other thing I should have been is to up the difficulty itself, which I think currently in Nomad. Should have moved up to Nomad. I forgot. Oh, maybe Run was the other thing. Um, so that will be coming in the next few days. I wanted to spend a day or two to just make sure that I'm comfortable, and if I'm not, what are those things I need to do? So fortunately, I was making a helmet anyways. And I don't know where I'm gonna post those changes that I'm kind of looking at making, but I do have a plan now, so at least I do have something I can refer back to and make sure that I'm comfortable with. So, spent about an hour of talking now. We're up to 5 o'clock. 2 of our add-ons are now ready. Let's see. We want to put that in the shovel. We're going to put it in the shovel and take out the wood splitter mod. I tend not to use my shovel to actually hit wood. And then there's tier 6. There's an extra spot in there. We can absolutely put that in there as well. Wood splitter mod now becomes something I can throw in something else. Another fireman's axe when it comes around, I suppose, or maybe throw it in that tier 6. So the blood moon might come up tonight. I have the shotgun turret to take with me back to that base. The other thing I also was thinking about was I'm not going to make another base in the wrecked city because it's another forest. I was like, no, let's go ahead and make a base and actually change this and actually move out to the desert. So it's going to be Jen. It's another trader. So, I mean, I'm already going to be up to the tier 5s at least. But at least change the environment and kind of keep on pressing that gameplay. So this has been fun. I think it'll still be good to get over here. Also creates that need for a gyrocopter. That way I can get over to this and a little bit easier versus moving farther away from the comfort of the pine forest. So we are kind of going to wrap this up as much as I kind of want to stay and hang out with Hugh. I already got through the tier 1, got that second tier choice. We're going to take the engines and the batteries, so it's kind of just going through and seeing what I need to take with me. Actually, we're only going to take half, so I mean, worst case, if I come back. Mods I'm not as concerned about. Steel, robotic parts, I have plenty of other places. Leave some of the nails. Help bar. Because at some point I'm pretty sure I would like to come back over here, grab the gyrocopter or whatever. So jump on the bike, head back to our main base, continue setting that up. Now that I have the shotgun turrets, engines, and batteries are on me.
The name's Jenny, but you can call me Dr. Jen.
been starting with awkward pauses lately, so
Amazing.
I'm a
I
little
hope you like
concerned.
your reward.
Ooh. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, it is doing more. Okay. Um, New weapon is always fun to get. Let's see here. Of the stuff, we're selling that. We are selling that. All that. New restock day, which is convenient, so let's take a look. Still knuckles, not too exciting. Urban combat. Landmines. We're going to buy that just for safety reasons. Fortunately, I've been able to avoid most hits. I actually had some hits recently where I got infected, but since it's giving me an option, I'm going to go and buy that as I harvest trees to have a small percentage chance of getting honey is definitely a positive in this game. So, let's see here. Mods. Lucky Looter. I'm going to pass on that for now. It's not too... doesn't feel very pressing to me. If it was the last one for the series, maybe. I guess I should check that before I just walk away, right?
Thanks for the business. Stay safe out there.
Book series, Lucky Looter, 1 of 7. Yeah, okay. And then any jobs. Tier 5. I did check. The next city in the desert would be northeast. These are all sending me the other direction. Which one's southwest? So if I'm here, southwest. Is there another city like out here? Do I want to grab a quest just to use it as like a directional?
We always need someone to handle. I had a good feeling about you.
Is this
Good
the
luck.
best use of my quests? Interesting. So that's wrecked. And then there's another city right over here that has another tier 5 that I don't know about. And if that's another desert town, I'd rather move there. As long as it's not another Trader Jen in that community. Okay. We're gonna go to the base and drop stuff off. And 8 o'clock. Okay. This might be a slower, quicker episode then. So, for exploration reasons, it's 8 o'clock. It is not a blood moon night. We can venture out, possibly spend the night in that other city. We're gonna head over to the base, drop off the loot, get resituated, and turn right back around and head back out to find out what that other city is. He's trying to run a little bit faster. I respect his gumption. I didn't see the XP, but maybe it popped up and went away with the rest of the car XP. Okay, so we're back home. Like I said, quick in and out. Storage. The only thing I put in there, should have maybe loaded it down further, was bellows for that. Use and use. Baseball bat. Power attack 42, 24, 42 at 20. 31.57 at 23. So it's going to cost more. Same swing speed. It's going to have a higher durability. And it does more damage at a higher stamina cost. We're going to take that with us and see how it feels. And we're going to leave our baseball bat with us as well, in case it gets a little bit out of hand, and I don't want to take that chance. Now I was just kind of crafting some of the basics that I was going to take with me, in case I do happen to find, and it's like, actually I still want it to be a desert city. The winter might be a little bit of a too big of a jump initially. So we're hoping for a desert biome city. And if it is, great. We can drop off those boxes and kind of start figuring out the base. And that's why that's why I was going to take those with me now. I thought I had a cooling mesh. Cold resist, heat resist, cold resist. We're going to... I want to be in the desert, so we want to have better heat resist. But I am not seeing anything like that. I don't see cooling mesh, and I don't think I found that yet. I did not. My heat resist is already higher than my cold resist, which is cool. Good to know. Let's see here. And 5 points to spend. I'm so behind on everything. Cool. So, since I have 5 to spend, I'm just going to spend the last point in strength. Just be done with that tree. So now, for my challenge and my personal feeling about it, means I can spend points wherever I want to grow up the rest of those trees, because I've gotten to the max in the strength tree. And the other reason I also said is that way I could go max in clubs or shotguns if I wanted to at that point. We're going to go ahead and put that point in there, make me a little bit closer. So now I'm down to 1, and we're going to leave it that way. My main focus would possibly be next for advanced engineering to get me a cement mixer. So that is that main goal. We're going to drop off the Molotovs on our way out. So campfire to at least cook food, and storage boxes throw up somewhere in a block. Last thing I did before I left, got more steel going because I used a lot of it to make a nail gun. The reason I did that is because I'm going to take one of my hammers out with me. And since that's low, we're going to grab all that. Okay. Big adventure day is about to begin. So that is all good, yeah. So now I need to put down my halfway mark. That's tier 5. We're going to call that halfway mark and see where it takes us. And grab the gas to make sure we're refilled as much as possible. And there we go, about halfway. 1.8 out of 3.1. We'll say as I get close to the edge of the city, every time I've gone out this far to do some of those other quests, I was noticing how I didn't see like a mountain over the range as much as like I saw on once you get closer to Hugh, right? So I feel like this is going to be pretty close to a straight shot. Don't hold that to me, but we'll see. But I'm feeling okay to just like blaze through the map and just see what happens. But as we get closer, we'll start seeing what other kind of things might be happening. The tree stump reminded me I just left my base, and I didn't grab any more of my honey or antibiotics. I mean, I think I found some antibiotics. So now, this is going to be part of the journey across, which is kind of good. I'll need wood to start making frames if I do find a base I want to stay there at. But we need 3 honeys now, so knowing how rare they already are, but I guess with the book I found, hopefully that will help the possibility of getting honey if I do grab just another tree at some point. It's a pretty mighty swing for the initial twig. Like I said, so we're still less than a kilometer. Fog has rolled in, but I don't see the trees beyond what I can kind of see like really increasing, or like I don't see the mountain range that's barren of trees. So we're still feeling good. I'm kind of liking, there's a honey. Awesome. Use that. Keep our infection in check. If that's a thing. Okay, I hear a plane, but I am in the middle of a foggy forest and cannot see past the tops of the trees. Okay. It's the direction we're going anyways, so it makes it easy for us. Awesome. That's a long distance though. And I also realize it's starting to get a little bit hilly. But again, still don't see major... Spoke too soon. How far away is that mountain range? Oh. It's the winter biome. Not the biome I was hoping for. Another honey. Thought I heard growling. Then I definitely heard a zombie come after me, so. Put on loot goggles. Okay. Okay, that's, my stomach dropped right there. I did not see that bear. Fortunately, the bear saw the zombie for me, so we, got our food and kept on moving. Oh, that hurt ooh. Okay. I guess the bear's range for aggro is a lot smaller than I thought it was. Like, you have to get pretty close, because even like the other day when I was shooting my shotgun at it, it doesn't respond to shotgun sounds. Or at least if it does, it's a much shorter range. So it might have to take like actual damage. What do I want to do? I'm gonna go this way around the mountain. And coming, I guess, from the backside at that point. Because might as well try this one since I'm out here parked as well. Dang it. Because one, it's going to explore the bigger part of the map. Maybe it'll get me closer to like maybe the wastelands portion or something. Although now with this much fog, I cannot see where I am going. Lights do not help, just like in real life. Okay. Nope, this is not what I want to be doing. Fog, fog, go away, come again another day. Okay, back on flat land for now. Try to keep hugging. I can kind of see the slope. It looks like I still see another piece of mountain there on the edge of the fog, so we might have to go right a little bit further. Perfect delivery, right at the base of the stump. Wolf. Oh, he heard me. Good for him. So it's 7 kilometers. I feel like I should see edges of the city soon. Because most of the larger cities that would have a tier 5, they're usually in the center, and then it grows out kind of like a normal city, downtown area. Okay, don't drive right at the zombie. That's not going to help. And I see another faint mountain range, but we're going to skip that one because of zombies chasing me. That one looks past our marker, though. I feel like, okay. I'm starting to see buildings there in the haze, so maybe these buildings are in front of the mountain. That's why I don't see them. And city edge. Alright, now being on edge gets to start again, because now I'm driving through a city. Can't really see. I can't really apartment shop. Okay, book I need from red. One of each thing. Unread book, one red book, and paper. Quest reset, but we kind of want to find the trader to orient ourselves, but I don't know. Okay. We're going to aim for kind of that area. Let's see if that's going to get us where we want to be. Okay. Another road closed. There's definitely a lot of fun POIs that I'm finding here. I just wish I could see farther away. Alright, Alright, found some residential, which is kind of positive. Okay. This might help. Main roadway, but then there's still more houses on the right side. And the road absolutely just ends right there. Dead end. So now I need to get back on. Ooh, that's... Doggy saw me. Now I need to get back on the main road and keep on circling. That's a bear. We don't want to mess with him. What is... That's not a... What is that? BOI wall. This is going to be... It's going to get a little bit intense here because at this point, it's 3 o'clock. I don't know where the trader is, so I can't really figure out a good spot of trader, not trader. And the fog hasn't lifted. So I don't really have an idea. We're just going to go back that way because I see that is where another stretch of that main road is. So that could be the main road that the trader's off of. But waters and bears are coming out at me very rapidly, so this is going to be a little bit, is that intense, scary, concerning. There's a whole lot of adjectives to use about what I'm going through. Okay, and that's the main road I want. No, there's one more main road I do want. That's POI driveway. Oh, don't. Okay. There's, This is why I didn't want the winter as my next home. But I guess at this point I'm kind of committed to figuring, at least finding the trader of the city. I don't know. Maybe that's silly at this point, because this is all setting up for me to not be successful. Was that it? So roadway... Okay, that's bear. We want to keep moving. Don't pause and look at the map in front of the bear. Mountain lion. This is... I have enough meat at the house. I do not need any more meat. This is not good juju. Not warm fuzzies. This feels promising. Is there a road to the left? There is not. That is a passing gas POI. This is a farm POI. Okay, then we come up here, re-meet with the main road again. Of course, there's a mountain lion. Okay. We're going to relax. We're going to take a breath. The bear can get up from his nap. And... haven't really come across a good feel for the trader. Now that I can see, I can definitely cut better corners. I'm feeling... Nope, never mind. I was going to say I was feeling better about this. Because I saw that the road comes back down. The main road comes back down here. Now I'm traveling. And we are nowhere near a trader. Or an image of a trader, or what all those things would be. Oh, there's a lumberyard here. Alright, we're going to take this opportunity to jump off the bike, test out the new club. He is not supposed to hit me. So read the book. What do you do? Military stealth books. Boots. Boots. Enunciation is hard. I don't want pop the map in the snow biome because I don't want to go digging in the snow. So unless this road turns down here, oh, or the trader's way down here. What time is it? 4:45. And Desert biome. So I'd be around the mountainside. That's going to be a long way down there. So that quick. Let's give me our last gasp. Try to hit the edge of that city down there. Don't get stuck in the canal, drainage, whatever you call it in your area. Okay, I just saw the bear, so this is stupid. But I got my honey. So it's not as stupid as I thought. Oh, an A-frame. A-frame would be kind of fun. So now the fog's lifted. It's definitely a much better base shopping experience. That's the other motel that would have the truck in it as well. So we're going to swing in there to just hit up that service truck. Does that buy me 3 seconds? Barely, but it does. So many lumberjacks. 2 lumberjacks and a wolf. Yeah, I'm not ready for the winter biome. It's got to be the hardest trader I've ever looked for. But I guess that's also the benefit of when you have the quest that direct you to where to go. You don't have to try to figure out where the trader is. It's like it's already marked on your spot. Oh, that looks like a fun, tall, destroyed building. I couldn't tell from that distance if that was the tier 5 or not. There's a trader. Okay, we finally found it. So now we can go mark it on the map, see what he has to sell to me. Oh, is this huge? No, this is the third. This is the other guy that I haven't found yet. Come on. Be good to me. We're putting on our goggles. We're in the winter biome. So sad. So sad.
Greetings, stranger. I've got the best deals in Navezgane.
Can't stay and talk for long. We only have so few things to sell back to you. I just want to come and say hi. See if there's anything exciting you have for me. Fully automatic mode. Nope, not worried about that. Magazine extender. I have that in my thing. Don't have snipers. Mods. Sold that back to you already. Food. Do you have food?
Much
Buy them
obliged,
both.
stranger.
Drink you. I'm gonna save my last honey. I can't remember if that's my third or not. I see him below 5%, so hopefully I remember to catch that before it happens. Use you. And now we are gonna try to get up to Jen. Would that be smart versus 6 o'clock to just get back to the base? Oh, before I go, I almost forgot to mark it. T. Joel. We're going to take that path out and I guess go up through Rex and figure out the rest of his city. Ooh. I got the same effect with the baseball bat, so I'm not sure if that really changes much, but so we're gonna go up and around and follow this road. It might be the big circle I saw on my back right side. But that's gonna be the path we're gonna carry out and head back to Rec, go that way. I think, like I said, slower day of just exploring at that point. We'll wind up back at the base first before we venture back out to the desert city. But sometimes in an open world game, that's what you're going to wind up doing. It would have been better if I had they go find this next trader quest. At the same point, it was worth a chance. Spun his wheel on his cement mixer, didn't come up for me this time. Lots of wildlife, exploring, uncovering more of the map so I have a better clue of where to go next for Wasteland or whatever. Actually, that's a lie. I don't have a better clue to where to go for the wasteland. It's still a giant mystery at this point. Oh yeah, that's just weird. I'm like, that is the smallest trail path I've ever seen. Oh, maybe it really is the smallest trail path we've ever seen. Let's zigzag through the forest. Or not, because that's a lot of wildlife that just popped up. And I'm not seeing the POI up there versus the edge of the city that I wanted to go and explore and see what's over there. We'll see that very often where there's just a free-ranging boar like that. Good for him. Glad he found his freedom. Fun little zip through the town, and now I guess we're just gonna beeline straight across it just to uncover more of the map. And I guess that POI, because it does show the little trail there, so that POI is in the middle of that. But 8:30, might as well just kind of beeline it for the house and call it a good afternoon of exploration. Then through the trees, you see a faint outline of some buildings. Dropping off to do the last of the honey, because I was at 4.2, so just make sure I don't go over that 5% and then lose the benefit of the honey. Oh, is that the concert venue? 9 o'clock. I don't think I could clear that out in an hour, but it's kind of fun to know where it is. Giant lake. That is the concert. So, fun little festival POI. My first experience of that was in the Wastelands, which was dangerous at that point. I finally did learn it is a POI that doesn't come up too often on quests, unfortunately. Maybe they could change that and make that a better tier 4? I don't know. Where is this path taking me? Okay. There's another POI. So our exploration still might be paying off. Nice country living out here. Is that Land's End? No, that's Journey's End. Journey's End. This isn't Journey's End either, though. I am enjoying and glad I made that change where the zombies can run, because even on my motorcycle, it feels like they're decently catching up to me. So I'm not just instantly peeling away from them. And does definitely change your decision process when you're looting at that point, too. Didn't get much of a chance to test out the weapon. So I'm not sure how comfortable I would be to actually make that the next step up change as well. So I'll probably have to go do another day of actual questing at that point. But now that we've explored, we definitely are going to make a better push into the desert tomorrow to figure out what that next base is going to be for us. I totally forgot to check my loot table, my loot stage in the winter biome. So to kind of show that difference of why, kind of how that staggers around the world of what that next step is supposed to be for us. And then an extension of that, also for blood moons, if we do change to nomad in the step up as well, that means they're doing more damage to blocks, which means concrete isn't going to even last us as long. Like, they're going to be able to chew through cobblestone just as quick. So we definitely are going to need a cement mixer. So I think that's the other thing that's also going to help press and make me change some of my decisions about how I spend my points. Which I guess realized looking back over the last week or so of me playing these games, I definitely was like, no, I don't need that. I don't need that. I'm fine with what I have. My 4 little cubes of concrete. I definitely can't. I shouldn't be comfortable with 4 cubes of concrete as my blood moon base. So that means I definitely was getting too comfortable. So I'm up for that challenge. It's time to ramp that back up again. So here we are. That's not my base. My base is still in front of me. I just saw the symbol on the minimap and went, here we are. That is not my base. That is an untouched POI still. But that is definitely my base. Almost got my motorcycle stuck in the one hole I've dug near my base. That's embarrassing. Since nobody's around, we're gonna drop off this part because that is all going with us. Everything else we're gonna go ahead and take upstairs. Oh, and we're gonna leave the fuel. That way, worst case, if I run out, I can just reach in my motorcycle, pull out the fuel tank, and just keep on moving. So put this all away. Baseball bat is staying with us for security reasons, safety reasons. I don't have, oh, I do have robotics parts. Map we're gonna hit in the desert. Hobo stew we're gonna swap out. And yeah, hobo stew's worth more. Meat stew is worth less. So we're gonna grab 2 meat stews and use that as our basis. Oh, and there's more hobo stew. Anyways. The Pantheon works in mysterious ways. Simple enough. Just want to keep my forge going. I used up all the steel the other day again for the nail gun, which is now done. I also made an auger. That's right. That's sometimes the fun of like making something in your base and then going away and then you come back. It's like Christmas. Like, what presents did I leave myself for when I come back? In reference to why I know I need more concrete, why cement mixer, now that I realize I do make that change, is all these blocks I'm going to need to be able to repair. I don't want them to start being able to be comfortable smashing through all that stuff. So like those blocks I would want to turn into concrete as well. So I definitely need to start really pressing for either farming for that cement mixer or just planning to spend the points. Like I said, it shouldn't be too long now. I have the glasses that can help that, so I can get to tier 4 with just 2 points, and then the 2 points in engineering. So 4 points, I could have a cement mixer, craft it. If I ever needed to, I can always take off the nerdy glasses. But the crafting benefit is just worth it, so that's why I tend to keep it on. Also the XP benefits, that way I get those points sooner. I had heard the faint cry of a wolf. So I bounced down here to see if he'd made his way around, but I am not seeing anything, so there was a wolf. Where's... oh, he's fighting that person. Since I really don't need the meat, we're gonna hide and let him figure that out for himself. Take off that mini-map marker, because sometimes it confuses me between episodes. Like, why did I mark that? Why am I coming back here? I'm just looking at these city sizes, like, that's Gen. Not a great size of the city, right? That's about the same size as this POI, or this city that I'm in. But then same thing for here, like, that road, typically, when I see that, is just like a loop. Like, that's a loop. That trader has a loop. Q has a little bit of a bigger loop. Rect has a loop. So there's this loop that's outside the trader. I don't know why. It's just what it is. Maybe it's to help people know like where the trader would be. So that doesn't mean the city extends. The city is all going to be this way. But those little POIs up there make me feel like those are already residential. So I think like the largest portion is already right there. In fairness, like none of those downtown buildings are in this city. So this is still going to be the better city to move to. Okay. I also just realized the other reason I'm questioning my thought process at this point. Because the other thing I've realized, to get those quests of expanding and trading routes, you need to tier up with a trader. If I only do tier 5s at this point, I don't think I can tier up. I'd have to double check that. I don't think you tier up at tier 5 unless maybe every 7 quests they give you a new quest, versus tiering up with Hue or Rect. you tier up with them, they're definitely going to give you those go find this next trader quest. But I found Joel this way on my own, so no, because I can't tier up with Jen. And when I tiered up with him, he sent us to the next one, which was that Jen. So I think if I tiered up with him again, he'd just send us to the Rect, which I've already found. So it'd almost be like I need to go to Rect to tier up with him. He'd probably send me back to Hugh first, and then to Joel second. So it'd be up to tier 3 that I might get another trader. But I need to change my loot table anyways. Never mind. I thought all that. That's why I overthink, right? Thought all that to say I just need to change my loot table. Let's go into the next higher biome to start getting that progress. Because some of those mods I can't make. So like cooling mesh and all that. I need other chances. I've raided a lot of these buildings already, so they're pretty empty of bookcases and stuff. And since I don't want to do that Hugh City, that's the same forest biome thing. Yeah, so we like literally need to go force ourselves into the desert, just take that chance and see what happens. But that's going to be future episodes, because we're going to wrap this one up. We're just going to stay here in the base for now and venture out in the morning to head out to the desert. A little bit of a slower drain at that point, because again, it's just more exploration. But at least we did find the winter biome and a pretty decent sized city with Joel, which is great. And a tier 5 quest I can do with my local Jen at some point. And take that spin at that point. Yeah, because I did that last tier 5 and she gave me a tier 4 club. That doesn't feel good. I did a tier 5 quest for you and you only gave me a tier 4 club? That's not really worth the risk reward of me almost dying at that 10 o'clock, 1 a.m. quest time. So that's why I definitely decided I need to keep on pressing forward. Now I rambled some more. So that's not a great way to finish up the episode. So thank you guys for watching. If you learned anything today, if I was able to make you smile, please give the video a like. If you want to, I have a Twitter account. You can follow me. It's the same handle, @GDizGaming. And choose a positive path in game and in life.